What's up, fight fans, Lunar Visual MMA followers? It's been a long road back to this table, to this desk, to this mic, but we are back, baby. We are back, okay?
We are back, baby. We are fucking back. We are back. Yeah. Classic. We are back. We are back.
We are back with a loaded card coming up this weekend. UFC 310 main event, Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai Asakura. We've got a loaded card. It's been a while since I put out one of these videos, but it's going to be great.
It's been a while.
If you guys have any questions, anything that you guys want me to address, take out, and answer questions, please post them in the comments. I want to hear them. I want to review them. I'll go over your questions. If you have a certain question about a certain fighter, or if you feel like you want my opinion and what I think about a certain fighter or how they fight and styles, whatever the case may be, drop it in. I'll review them, post them. So go do that. Now, UFC 310, we're getting into it.
Is there no one else? Is there no one else?
UFC 310, Las Vegas, Nevada. Guys, we've got just a loaded card, okay? I've said it a million times. I'm going to say it every single time, just about every time. It's going to always be a loaded card with the UFC. It never disappoints, okay? But what we're really getting into today, Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai Asakura. Mainly the flyweight division right now, it's been neglected in a big way. It's been neglected, okay? Alexandre Pantoja, not the biggest star, great individual, great athlete, great fighter, but he hasn't been getting as much notoriety as some of the other UFC stars that we have as champs in the divisions. But this is a fight that's really going to establish something, whether it be for a new champ coming from another promotion or Alexandre truly proving himself against some of the best flyweights in the world. They're really mixing it up. I mean, the flyweight division is scarce enough as it is, and he's beaten a lot of people in that division already. He's beaten a lot of people in there. So they're like, who can we pair this guy up with? Kai Asakura, an absolute animal in Ryzen. Okay, he goes by a different set of rules over Ryzen. They go by a very similar set to Pride rules. Knees, soccer kicks on the ground, all allowed. Kai Asakura has some of the most vicious ground and pound I've ever seen from a flyweight, ever. I mean, I've never seen that small of a man been able to put out that much damage in a division like that. He's a scary individual for Pantoja. I mean, the fact that the UFC is signing him and giving him his first fight as a title fight is a big indicator how much stock they have in this guy and what they think he's going to do.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Anyone that hasn't seen Kai Asakura fight, you should know he's a brawler. He is a brawler. Brawling wouldn't be enough to describe it. You have to go watch him. There'll be some clips here. A good way to describe this fight, Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai Asakura. It's when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
You got a guy, Pantoja, who's got just great skill sets all around, can stand with you for 5 rounds, can hang in there, go the distance with anybody, with the best strikers in the division, Brandon Moreno, Brandon Royval, Steven Erceg. He goes to the distance with all these guys, right? But now we've got a guy, he doesn't like decisions too much. Kai Asakura does not like decisions. Let me tell you that. 62% of his wins coming by KO. That's a pretty big number.
Pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Over half of his fights end in a finish. I mean, he's been to he's got 5 decision wins and 13 KO wins. There's a big ratio there. Okay. Now, I'm not completely counting out Pantoja, but what I will say, how many dangerous strikers does it take for Pantoja to realize that he really has to utilize his grappling more and more? I mean, when you got a guy like Kai Asakura, who's got some of the most vicious ground and pound and stand up in his division, you know, Pantoja's known for taking quite a bit of damage.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The Brandon Moreno fight, he took damage, real bad damage on the feet. In the Usyk fight, he took damage on the feet, and he mitigated a little bit by utilizing the grappling. But that's one aspect that we're going to see. Is Kai Asakura going to have any type of enough sufficient grappling for Pantoja? I think he will. I think it'll be a very well-balanced fight overall. But I think the main thing Pantoja has to worry about is his striking. It's like the most explosive striking the flyweight division's seen in a while. This guy is vicious. I mean, I think he's willing to put himself in danger to get what he wants. And we've seen individuals like that. You know who we're talking about.
Nick Diaz, the winner.
That's fucking illegal.
That's a guy, he's just dangerous. Very dangerous for Pantoja. I think the way Pantoja secures a victory here is if he utilizes the grappling over the course of 5 rounds and sprinkles in a little bit of defensive striking, counter striking more so on that end. Because Kai Asakura is going to be all gas, no brakes. I don't think he's going to let up much. I mean, it is a 5-round fight, but this is different. There's a reason why these type of fights don't happen a lot. I don't even know I can't remember if they've even signed anyone over from Ryzen before, but you got 2 different styles that are about to mix in this octagon. And I don't know how they're going to mix, but it's going to be interesting to see 2 different styles go at it like that. So it's a great card. It's a great main event. I mean, these people, I don't know what they're saying in the back rooms, Hunter Campbell and Dana White.
Guys, let me explain something to you. John Jones is a whole nother. I consider John Jones the greatest combat fighter of all time.
But I'm sure they want more exciting title fights from Pantoja. I think they want more Ilya Topuria, Max Holloway type deals. I think they want more of that from him. I mean, it's been 3 straight decisions. I think they're mixing it up. I think they want to see the limits really push, because there's no one in that division that's really gonna. He is the division. He is the division. This is a new element for him. This is outside of the box for Pantoja, who's been in that division and beaten everybody in there. I think this is going to be a little bit of a harder puzzle for him to solve, and it's going to be a fun fight to watch compared to all of his other fights, which, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes 5 rounds and he takes a decision, or I think the chance of this fight not going the distance has a much higher probability. Fights like this are provocative. They get the people going.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets
gross.
the people going.
So, this should be a fun one. Guys, you shouldn't be sleeping on this fight at all. You shouldn't. This fight, the flyweight division, you got Moreno in there, you got Usyk in there, but these guys are just not. I feel like the flyweight division has always been a division it's had its peaks and valleys. Really, it has. I mean, it's gone through such a weird phase. It needs more talent for sure. It's going to need more talent, 100%. Bringing in a guy like Kai Asakura is a win, nothing else. I mean, whether he wins or loses, that guy is going to wreak havoc through the division unless it's a very poor performance. All the lights are on him right now. All of them. I mean, if he performs well, even if he loses, he's still going to be a problem for that division. But if Alexandre Pantoja absolutely dominates him, just makes him look like an amateur, I would say that would be the worst thing that can happen to this for all parties involved, because we all want to see really good. We want to see Dustin Poiriers of the division. You know, we want to see guys like that who maybe they can't win the belt, but we still want to see guys who can really gatekeep a division. It's weird with the flyweight division. There isn't a lot of that going on. It's not as active. We don't have as many of those stars. We need more of those type of people, and we need a more competitive nature in the flyweight division. It just seems like a lot of the same people rotating and fighting each other. So we need more Kai Asakuras, and hopefully it's a great performance on Saturday. And it's the main event, so stay tuned for that.